where the thing there? Where the thing there? The thing there. What happened to the thing there? We want to know where the thing there. Where the thing there. Practice makes perfect. Yeah, baby. It's been a strange few months. And Black Lives Matter. Revelation. Black lives actually matter. I mean, we've always known, speak for myself, that black lives matter when it comes to music. Yeah? That is not a question that anybody is asking, or it is not a statement that anybody is confused about. Black lives have always mattered when it comes to music, playing the horn. We've got so many greats who played this instrument, you know, from Louis Armstrong going all the way up, you know, Miles Davis, going all the way up, Dizzy Gillespie, going all the way up, you know. There's Black Lives Matter, right? We know that. Check. Black lives matter, and we know that Black lives matter when it comes to sport. You know, here in the UK, football, Black lives matter. We know that. Going from back in the day, we had the great Pele, you know, probably the world's first super footballer, top footballer, Pele, Brazil. Black lives matter. Mattered. Where would that great Brazil team be without the black lives in that team? We know this. It is not even a debate. Yeah? And as I said, going all the way up to there, in the States, I know you got what you call football, which we don't know why you call it football, because you don't use your foot. But we know, those of us here, even I know, I'm not into, you know, so-called American football, but I know the black players on the team, they matter. Lives matter. The basketball matters. Baseball matters. Yeah? Boxing, I grew up with Muhammad Ali, the world's greatest boxer. Yeah? Everybody knew Black Lives Mattered when it came to those fights in the ring. Those matches, Black Lives Matter. You know? I can't actually remember seeing a white heavyweight champion. You know, I heard about Rocky, is it Marciani? And we see in the films Rocky. But other than that, never seen one. We knew Black Lives Matter when it comes to sport and music. Yeah? But not so much other things. And for years, as a black multiple media manager, I've been going over the life and times throughout these videos, and many of you who have subscribed have been going along with the journey with me. Let me put this down. And one of the things that I always say, and I've always said, is that politics is part and parcel of the life and times of a multiple media manager trying to bring forward issues surrounding race. It's been one of my struggles here, you know, whether I'm into street photography, whether I'm into videography, whether I'm into whatever type of photography I'm into, or media, writing, journalism, design, to get that message across that Black Lives Matter, or trying to decide which space I'm going to inhabit, you know? As a street photographer, am I a street photographer who happens to be black? Or does Black Lives Matter in the sense that I follow the narrative and the story that pushes forward into the space, the what do you call it, the mainstream space, that there is a different view, if you like, a different perspective, a different version of life that is being missed out upon. You know, I'm talking about Gordon Parks now. When Gordon Parks picked up his camera, the images that Gordon Parks furthered showed that Black Lives Matter. It added to the story that there were so many other photographers at the time, but they didn't seem to see what Gordon saw. They didn't seem to care about what Gordon cared about. So what is important for me and people like me, black, in this space, is to forward that which is missing from the conversation, the worldwide conversation. That's what Black Lives Matter means. That is the meaning of Black Lives Matter, you know. We are represented in the sports area. You are seeing us play. You're seeing what we can bring. But behind what we can bring and what we can add, do our lives matter? You know, that's why it's so important. The life and times of a multiple media manager. The life and times of somebody who is capturing or seeks to capture and tell the story of life. We've got a decision to make, you know. And the sports people are not necessarily political, you know. They may just want to go out there and kick a ball. They may just want to go out there and sing a song. And I'm not wronging them for that. You can't wrong them for that. They just want to feed their families. But at the end of the day, to fix the problem of white supremacy in this society, we have to bring the other view. We have to show what hasn't been shown. And consequently, when we do that, we have to accept the backlash that we get. Yeah, I'm here with my 13 subscribers, maybe 14. That's the backlash. Because I am not necessarily playing the game, yeah, in the way that the media wants the game to be played. I'm not following the narrative. I'm pushing the boundaries, and it's, you know, it causes eruptions. It causes friction, yeah. So the question that we ask when we do this is, do Black Lives matter? Do they matter? And we're seeing it all around the world now erupt into public spaces. And as a person who's political, and as a person that has been in the struggle to, you know, put Black Lives Matter on the agenda, seeing it break out like this is just really amazing to me. It's just like, wow. The last 2-3 weeks, we've had the streets filled with protesters. We've had people tearing down statues. Yeah, we've had the far right movement, you know, the racist thugs come out to protect statues. We've had newspaper articles coming out about how back in the day, I've got my lights flashing here. Back in the day, police officers would set up black people and arrest us and beat us and all kinds of stuff. Things we were saying years ago, but nobody would listen. All of a sudden, it's become topic of conversation, and it's good. It's good to see it. It's good. So I've been here, sitting back, watching, as we enter this new landscape where we're reaching a critical mass of people other than black, realizing or coming slowly into the realization that black lives matter, not just in football, not just in playing the horn, but in every aspect of life and times, not just as a multiple media manager, but every aspect of life and times. It's so refreshing to see. I've purposely not spoken on this up until this point, but I think, I knew I had to say something. I knew I had to come and say something and just to share what's on my mind, what's on my heart. It is, heartwarming to see us entering into this new phase. It'd be great if it can continue. It'd be great if we can, build a world where we don't have to say Black Lives Matter. Because it is just something that everybody just says, yeah, of course Black Lives Matter. It is very sad that we have to say Black Lives Matter and protest for it. And that there are people who oppose Black Lives Mattering. That doesn't even sound right, does it? Doesn't sound right at all. Anyway, it's a quick one today. Been practicing my horn. Getting there. Starting to reach some high notes, man. Maybe when this is all over, I'll be able to play something that's, appropriate for the dawning of where we seem to be going. And maybe I'll be filming it with my new camera. No, just joking. Just joking. It's all about the news. It's all about the story. And the story is really going into uncharted territory now. Yeah, it's all good. So, just know that I'm here. I'm safe. I haven't been arrested yet. They haven't kicked off my door, dragged me out by my hair. They haven't done that yet. We'll see where it goes. Black Lives Matter. We need to be capturing. We need to be recording. We need to be telling our story, sharing, growing. We need to be out, stepping up front and representing and showing support. We the people, we're the ones with the cameras, right? We're the recorders of history. Our children and our grandchildren, years to come, will be saying, where were you when the Black Lives Matter back in 2020, when they was doing all that protesting and tearing down all those racist statues? What was you doing, Granddad? What was you doing? I know you got a camera and you got one of them old boxes with the big lens on. What were you doing? What were you recording? It'd be good if we'd be able to show and prove where we were, and that we were for the human race, for balance, for freedom, justice, and equality. It's a serious time. It's only June. Who knows what's coming next? Be prepared. Zoom. Onwards and upwards. Woo! Let me hand there. The final call. Yeah.